In a world full of communism, socialism, and anarchism, a world divided by economical collapse and political uncertainty, there is only one way to survive, and it's the luck of the Irish. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Suggestor Requester. Quick recap in case you're unfamiliar. The Suggestor Requester is where I take a suggestion from you guys in the community, in the comments tab, and we turn it into content. And today's suggestion comes from actually two of you. The first suggestion comes from Unplugged Lamp, who says, try Kaiserredux New Ireland. And for a follow-up, the bread that caused Les Mis asked us to do the Redux Ireland monarchist path. And you know what? I'm happy to do that because I've never, ever played Ireland at all in HOI. So it's a first-time experience. So without further ado, let's jump into the Republic of Ireland. So I've just opened it up and this tree is pretty damn big and very confusing, but I think we can find our way around. Up here we have the whole Ulster question, which I imagine we need to get into pretty damn quick. And it also says, is Civil War's gonna happen? Great, I love Civil Wars. We have our economy tab, our world stage tab, if we go communist tab, our army tab, our monarchist tab, our fascist monarchist tab, 42 election, a normal democratic mandate, so a normal election, and if the election fails. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm looking here and I have no idea how to get monarchist, but I'm just going to go as far right as I possibly can and hope that it gives me the option to stick a monarch on the throne. Apparently, the only way to get this is if there is a Ireland is a monarchy. That's the only way to skip that. So I've got no idea what I'm doing, but we're just going to go with the flow. And you know what? The flow is going to open. It's going to open with the political question of the day. Let's go. Also, I feel like this one might be a slow burner because I only have 3 civilians. That's a lie. I have 5 civilians. Right, well, best get pumping civvies. Also taking a very quick look before I take a jump into the future of focuses. My starting divisions are pretty basic. Like I have my main infantry, which is a 3x3. I have my militia infantry, which are a 3x3. I have my cavalry, which is a 2x3. And I have my World War I tank division, which is it's more foot soldier than it is tank. But it's okay. We've got the luck of the Irish on our side. Nothing can defeat the Irish. We are the great Irish Republic. Right, I'll see you in a bit. We're going to jump into the future and hopefully some of these focuses can turn things around for us. I'm just going to beeline down that path here and just try and get this whole thing sorted before a civil war erupts. I'm probably going to go with negotiate. In doing so, I imagine it allows us to reintegrate Northern Ireland, although this one, nah, screw that, we're going to repress, we're just going to eat them. Well, this is an interesting turn of events. So I've done a focus and it allows me to choose the fate of the church. I can either go secular Ireland where everything is loved and everything's not, or we can go the church and the state are inseparable and we can just go paternal autocracy. And you know what? I'm actually going to do that because I think paternal autocracy is actually the monarchist route. I could be wrong. I very much could be wrong. It says Ian O'Duffy is going to be the leader, but the Army Comrades Association. Okay, maybe that's not the monarchy. But normally it is the paternals that lead to a monarchist path. So that's what we're going to do. And plus, recruitable pop is nice. Also, it seems like this is locked behind when the elections actually happen in 37. So I'm just going to beeline this and then I'm just going to beeline this. I need my army to be superior because it seems like the civil war is just, it's going to happen whether you like it or not. Oh yeah, and by the way, Black Monday's hit. So this is actually really cool. I've been given the chance to name Ireland. I can keep them as the Emerald Isle Island forever. We can get the Gaelic name of Ear. I don't know. I'm sorry. My Gaelic is absolutely atrocious, so please forgive me. The ancient Gaelic name or isle named after the Celtic goddess of Airu. I'm sorry, Ireland. Erin. The Celtic state of Ivernia? I'm not sure. What other names are there? The Celtic state of Ian, named after the Greek tale of Argonauts. Homer's Odyssey. Latin. Gaelic name of the Latin name, so Terra Finalia. I'm not sure that'd be a good idea to call it that, though. The Celtic state of Scotia. Last time I checked, Scotia was mainly Scotland and not Ireland. What other names? Hibernia. Hibernia is pretty cool. We could go with Hibernia, but it doesn't feel Irish, does it? It feels very Latin. You know what? I'm just going to go basic. I'm just going to go real basic, go for the classic Gaelic name, but it's going to be the classical Celtic goddess, the state of Eru. That is now our new name. We are now Eru. I'm so sorry. Okay, so it seems like we're now in election time, and I have a choice to make. Now, it does give us the option for these guys here, but I don't think any of these actually lead to the monarchist path. So, with that being the case, we have this. No faction manages to gain a majority. It puts the FG in charge. Now, I have no idea who the FG is. However, I think it is linked to the failure of Irish democracy. Now, I need this so that I can do these. Now, obviously, I don't know if all of these are the same path, if they're separate paths, or what. However, if they are a separate path, I need to go down this one here, because this just seems, I mean, I'll just zoom in on the portrait itself. You can kind of see what the message is trying to be on that one. This one is just straight up a dictatorship, and this one, it just seems to be like military building and basically making Ireland strong and free. Now, I want to go down that one because I think maybe that one is tied to the monarchist Irish nation. I don't know if that is true. I am not sure. However, again, the options provided to me are literally just Fine Gael, which are these guys here, Brugge and Sinn Féin, which is down here, Fine Gael, which is the left over here, the NCP, which is the center party down here, I believe, and then the Socialists is just like crazy nonsense down the middle, which we just don't want to entertain. But also in the same vein, maybe the monarchists have to wait until the 42 elections. I don't know. However, I'm just going to say no faction manages to gain and FG stay in charge. That's probably the best bet here. I'm a little bit confused. It didn't open that. I'm a pleb. I messed this up. But it seems I'm just going to have to do democratic mandate and just see what will be at this point. I don't know anymore, bros. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, Fine Gael. Okay, we'll do this and we'll push down. Okay, so fast forward. We're now in 39, about to go into 40. And our focuses are kind of just boring. Like, I've done absolutely nothing. I haven't been able to achieve the monarchist route, unfortunately. But I have decided to do my constitution, my new constitution. I have tried to lean towards how a monarchist nation might be led, but I'm not seeing any results. So right now, I'm literally just building up the economy and our industry. I've nearly finished the army line. This is kind of locked behind reoccupy Belfast because, well, I need to wait until I've got all my 10 divisions lined up in Northern Ireland. But aside from that, nothing's going on. Like, even Germany and France just kicked off, and I've done and am doing nothing. If you are interested in world drama, this is the state of the American Civil War. As you can see, it seems like it's going to be a Pacific States of America victory with good old Charles Sprague leading the charge. But yeah, I've kind of maxed out what I'm doing. I just don't know what I'm doing anymore. The Austrian Empire, led by Karl, is just eating up the Balkans. So I'm just going to sit here with my little island, led by Mr. Michael Collins and Richard Malarkey, or Mulcahy, sorry, and just keep on building the industry because that's all I can do. Oh, blessed be, we finally have some action. The Unionists have declared war upon us by declaring their independence. So we're going to go ahead. They are enemies of the state and we will destroy them. Retake Belfast is our mission. Idu declares war on Ulster. I'm going to do that. Thank you very much. Let's have some fun. Also, side note, it seems like the monarchy is no longer a thing I can do. It took me a while, but I just remembered there's this button here, Path Guides. And according to this, if we go down to the bottom here, it says to get the monarchy path, things are just not going to work too well as we are now. We need to get Raymond Moulton O'Brien, and I have neither of these in charge. And we need to get Valera, and I basically told Valera to do one a couple of events ago. So this is no longer possible from what I can understand at least. So bearing that in mind, with the new elections coming in 42, we have a decision to make. And I think the decision to make is probably going to be ensuring the life that God desires or voice of the true Gaels, just because nothing, like, all of these options are like non-attacking. It's all just development and just basically just boosting the nation. I can't declare a war. I have no claims. So I feel like this is probably my best option. Either that or just the straight road with the FG. FG, FC, FG, FG. So either or, and I can't really do anything else other than that. I might just go ahead and start doing the world stage and maybe join the Kaiser in his fight against Britain and the French. And from that point on, I don't know, claiming the British Isles. Who knows? But I feel like that's all I can really do now because I kind of messed up the whole monarchy thing. Also, communist America is looking very plausible. Okay, right, I'll see you after I've eaten the Irish. Well, I'm the Irish. After we've eaten the Northern Irish. There you go. And just like that, Ulster has capitulated. The Northern Irish have fallen back under the fold, and they are now part of the Republic once again. Now with this done, I'm just going to focus on my focuses, try and build up, and hey, if I can get involved in Britain somehow, then happy days. However, they do have an issue, and that is they have a lot of divisions and a big bloody navy. But it's fine, don't worry, because Napoleon is conquering Spain. Oh, this world is just a mess. As you can see, all of the people in Europe suddenly have a blue banner around their troops. That is because I've taken the step to join the faction of Germany. I need to get involved with Britain, and Canada isn't really Canadian for the path that I need them to. So I decided, stay with Germany or go my own way. And you know what? I need Germany. I need their power. So with that being the case, I've just joined now. I'm getting my troops prepared, and hopefully we're going to prepare a naval invasion. I sent my navy really quickly over to Cardiff, and there's no one over there. So Cardiff or Bristol, these guys are openings. I'm going to wait for the 15 days to tick down, and then I'm going to start my journey of getting Marines. And then hopefully we can take the British by surprise and take over the Union of Great Britain. Not entirely sure how plausible that idea is, but we'll make it work. Also, final election time, and after looking at things and guiding things over, I think my final decision as to who I'm going to support out of my election, I'm actually going to go with straight road is the shortest. I'm going to go down the FG line. I think with Finn Gale, we've been with Finn Gale from the beginning, I think. Yeah, Finn Gale. So we might as well just finish it off. And plus, we've got the representative national government. And hopefully by doing that, because it's a nationalist movement, I don't know if it will open this, but if it can, I'm happy because this has a lot of military buffs as well. So there we go. That's the future plans. I'll see you guys very shortly. Hopefully I can invade Britain very soon. Fingers crossed. And it seems like the war has just come to an end so suddenly. As you can see, the Germans came out on top just before the war finished. The Union of Britain and Germany signed like a peace treaty, like a white peace. So I'm going to have to wait to go for them. However, Germany basically ate everything. However, I did earn enough points just to take northern Spain. So I managed to walk away with quite a little bit here. I'm quite happy with that because it means I can finally start pumping new factories. Yes, please. Thank you very much. I am still part of Germany's faction, so they're not going to want to come for me anytime soon. And I am still at war just against Mexico, but I've got no interest in that. For now, my only one goal in life is to wait until I can go after Britain again, and I want to go so hard that they crumble into a jillion pieces. I'm just going to keep doing my thing. Now that I've got land, I'm just going to keep developing civies, military factories, you name it. I'm just going to keep building and building and building, and when I'm ready and when it's time, we're going after Britain. So I ended up declaring war upon Britain, and I called in Germany, but it seems like that was my biggest mistake because Germany took most of the territory. I only walked away with the South, Wales, the Isle of Man, and the Channel Islands. Not a lot at all. I'm pretty sure Germany is just going to turn these guys into puppets like how they did with Spain after the peace treaty. France ended up going back to the Kingdom of France, which they are now led by Victoria Louise, which I think, I could be wrong. I could be wrong in this statement, but I think she's the German princess, maybe? I could be very wrong. And for the same reason, Napoleon is still in Africa. But with that all being the case, this is kind of it. Like, there's nothing else that I can really do, and I feel like it's really underwhelming. So just to make sure you're not left flat-footed, and we do have some action, being as the fact I missed out on the whole monarchist movement, right? I was exploring the Reddit 2 days ago, and someone said that with the new update, you can literally make someone surrender by nuking them non-stop. So you know what? That's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna utilize all of these units. I'm gonna mass produce fighters and stealth bombers, and I'm just gonna focus solely on my nuclear tech. What we're gonna do, we're gonna use the German Empire to secure the Air Force for us, make sure the skies are clear, and I'm just gonna go after everyone. Hell, we might as well just go for America. Let's have fun. Let's test the nukes. So I will go as far as I need to go. It's 43 now. If need be, I'm gonna play until 1960. I'm gonna try and max it out and see if this is doable. See if the Reddit was telling the truth. And yeah, I'll keep you in the loop, and I'll see you in a minute, I guess. So we're currently in 1948, and I didn't really want to announce anything, but things have kind of gotten to the point where I need to. Germany and Russia went to war because Finland, and the Germans are finally starting to push in, and I thought to myself, if I leave this any longer, I'm gonna miss my opportunity, especially with America being united now by New England. And what that opportunity is nuking Russia and hopefully trying to nuke them into submission to test that theory. Now, I'm still very much behind on my experimentals. I'm still waiting for jet engines, and then once that's done, I can go for my MRBMs, but I'm still really struggling. I'm really struggling. But I will try and nuke now that I do have my strat bombers and everyone in the vicinity. I'm going to go ahead and join the German request. And now that I am involved, I have my strat bombers. My strat bombers are going to be located in northern Russia. We're going to go ahead and place them over here. Put them onto... Wait, hold on. That's my fighter wing. Where's my strat bombers? Okay, so apparently my strat bombers are sitting over here in Germany. And I'm just going to go ahead and launch a nuclear strike on Moscow. Drop the bomb with this guy here. Wait, hold on. What's this? Select airbase? What do you mean select the airbase? Ah, here we go. Okay, I finally did it. Right, risk taking high, low, medium. I've got very high chance, 81%. Let's just do it. Auto launch. Okay, cool. This is my first time using the mechanic, so it's going to happen in 30 days. So I suppose I'll see you in 30 days. Okay, so let's just check and see what's what. We're 99% preparing. It's literally about to launch. So before it does, let's check ourselves. Russia is currently 87% on percent to capitulation. They need less than 40 to capitulate. According to our tab here, they have -9 stability and 11% war support. So overall, they're not looking too hot. Now let's try and drop the nuke and see if this Reddit theory is correct. 3, 2, 1. Drop the bomb on Moscow. How's it looking? Irish nukes. Oh, that definitely hit. that definitely hit. Raid is complete. Fantastic. Which grants them -30, -40. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. That's not too good. Well, ripperoni for that. Those are some bad buffs. But now, where do they sit? 88%, so that didn't change. -9 on stability, but they've gone from 11 down to 0 on the war support. I suppose you can't really nuke them into submission then. I suppose it just comes down to a matter of taking territory while simultaneously nuking. I'm going to keep nuking and just keep pushing, but I don't think this Reddit theory works. It doesn't check out. Okay, so I've got a strong bone to pick now because the Germans just signed a peace treaty with Russia where they're taking all of this, and I imagine they're going to turn Ukraine and Belarus into puppets. But I'm not okay with that because I bled so much in that war, and it's still not good for me. Like, I'm still not happy with that. I'm still at war with Marenheim down here, the remnants of Finland, and so is everyone else. So they're not going to last long. But I've done nothing. This whole video, I've done nothing. We've tested a Reddit theory. We've played as Ireland, but we haven't done anything constructive. So you know what? Screw this. I'm playing until like 1960. I'ma do something. You sit, you wait. I'll be with you in a second, okay? I'm gonna go ahead. I have Marines. I have super subs. I'm going to Latin America where there's no factions. I'm taking all this territory. I'ma build up. I'ma eat Brazil. I'ma eat Peru. I'm gonna go balls deep. And when I'm ready, I'm going after this lot. I'm taking my bounty. I'm taking East Coast America. We're making American Irish again. The people in Boston who identify as Irish can finally be Irish. I'm turning the tables, okay? The tables are turning. So now it's finally time to start the last stage of our adventure. However, I started it without realizing I wasn't recording because I was just so excited to start. As you can see, we've decided to go to war with the Kingdom of Canada and their faction, and I've dragged Germany in. I don't know if that's going to screw me over point-wise for the peace deal, but I need to do something, and this is my Hail Mary. Also, I've just decided my next playthrough in this mod because I can get Queen Lizzie as America, and that's enough for me. We have 15 nukes in build-up. I am going to start nuking their territories and see if I can't get ahead. We are outnumbered, now outpowered, but I've just got to do what I can, and hopefully I can turn this around. And it's finally the telltale moment where we can see whether or not our nukes will work. They only have a 76% success rate. We've already got 1 going in, and we've got 2 coming in. Is it going to go well? Is it? Yes, they're both success. I like that. Happy days. Maybe now we can finally start pushing. We've been defending and we've been holding the line. However, it doesn't reflect on our point tally as we only have 1%. And the Germans have already nabbed 22%. This was a bad idea. And here we are in the year 1954, and we're finally getting a breakthrough. Now, granted, a lot of it is my allies doing the work, but we are pushing in the east, and we are barely holding in the west. I finally have more manpower after finally coring a lot of this territory with my military police. Building as per usual. Stocks galore, but things are taking so much time. We're pushing along the way. America is halfway done. Once they cap, all we need to do is get Canada to cap, and it's game over. The nukes aren't doing anything, much to my disappointment. But I've just got to keep my fingers tied. We are sitting here with 4% participation and 2 million losses. Yikes. But I'm just going to keep on pushing like I always do, and I'll keep you informed when this eventually collapses, because not much else I can do. And we're finally here at the last part. We are literally about to walk into Vancouver, and hopefully with the fall of Vancouver, Canada will collapse and this war will finish. I can only hope so. I just need to wait for the day to tick over, and it's time. Yep, that's peace conference. Okay, right. How many points? 1,600. Ooh. I have enough. Okay, I'm going to try and do this peace treaty, see what I can come up with, and maybe it's a lucky day for little old Ireland. You know, it really is true. When there's no player-led peace conference, the world just gets a little bit out of hand. We've managed to take over Britain, and Ireland has reclaimed the British Isles. I say reclaimed, but they've claimed the British Isles. The Gaelic people have reigned supreme. Japan has taken Iceland and Greenland, and 90% of America, albeit they didn't really do anything in America. And Germany really wanted Providence. Germany really wanted Rhode Island. They wouldn't let me have it. But I've got my Irish populace of America. Now the northeast of America can claim to be Irish. Irish. Sorry, Billy. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end today's video. 1954, and to think I had to do all of this just to claim the British Isles. Oh, this is just a bit mad. Okie dokie then. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to, of course, click the like and subscribe button. Every little helps. Share me around with your friends. And I will see you guys in the next episode, the next video that I do. Till then, all the best. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time. Ta-da!